Hey there, and welcome back to my Doctor Who series. Right now we're up to the Pertwee DVDs, and being a big fan of Pertwee. I'm not a bigger fan, I guess, but I do actually have a few. Most of the stuff I buy in sets, so I have 4 Pertwee ones here that were ones that I really enjoyed. The Clouds of Axis are villains that I'd kind of like to see come back. This was a great set, and it is a 2-disc set, after all. And of course, it's the Region 1, so the discs look exactly the same. I hate that. Great audio commentary with Kate Manning, Richard Franklin, of course, so Joe Grants and Captain Yates. And producer Barry Letts. We got Axon Stations, a making of. I swear, if that's another snowplow again, I'm going to go nuts. Directing Who with Michael Ferguson. Studio recording. Actually, this is actually cool. His earliest surviving Doctor Who studio recording, complete with studio chatter, recording breaks, and VT run-ups. 73 minutes long, and pretty awesome. This is the reason I bought this one, though, aside from the Clouds from Access One, because I look at, when I'm buying a lot of Doctor Who ones, look at the features. Living with Levine, and Toby Haddock, who works a lot with these sets, as I mentioned before. He spends a weekend with actor John Levine, and Levine is actually a very nice, very personal guy, and a little eccentric, like most actors, and very self-absorbed. In a good way, though. He's really a sweet guy, and it comes across here. It's really a funny, cool little documentary. There's 27 minutes of extended and deleted scenes, which is pretty awesome, and of course the PDF has some Radio Times listings. Next one is my absolute favorite Doctor Who, one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes of all time, and definitely my favorite John Pertwee episode, The Daemons. The Daemons, I can't say enough good stuff about The Daemons. It is such an incredible story. Basically, you've got this little town called Devil's End, and there's the new vicar there seems quite a bit suspicious. There's a black magic in this. There's a witch. There's some demons. It's just some very cool stuff. Again, another great audio commentary. Devil Rides Out with some fantastic making of on here. Remembering Barry Letts, the late producer Barry Letts. It's a 33-minute kind of a talking on him, which is really good. Location film, 1992 colorization test episode. Because remember, before John Pertwee, these used to be black and white. Photo gallery, PDF, and just pretty decent stuff. It is again a 2-disc set. It's almost no use to show the discs on the inside, because that's going to look exactly like that, because in North America we have no imagination. Next up is another Dalek one. I'm a huge fan of the Daleks, so I go to my way to buy the episodes when I see them on for a decent price. Now, I've not always been a fan of the Daleks, though. They're one of my least favorites. The Cybermen are always my favorite villains after the Master. The Daleks are always number 3. But I don't know, as I'm getting older, I'm actually starting to like the Daleks more than I did when I was a kid. And it's Day of the Daleks, the infamous story, of course. Because originally, they sounded slightly different. And when they did the big battle sequence at the end, they didn't have a lot of money, so there were like 3 Daleks. I think in all in total there were 3 Daleks, and they tried to make it look like there was more, but it really didn't work. There's a special edition on this one here that fixes all that stuff. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think for the cheesiness I like the first one, but the special edition, actually in this case, the enhancements do work, and it adds to the story. Great audio commentary on here as well. There's a making of course, a view from the gallery, basically talking about the mixing of the show. Blue Peter has always got some stuff on here. The Day of Daleks. There's a making of the Day of Daleks special edition on here as well. Kind of a now and then thing, basically looking at locations. This has got a really cool featurette that's gone over a few discs. It's called The Unit Family, and this is part 2. I'm not sure which ones have the other parts right now, but they're really interesting documentaries on the basically during John Pertwee's time on the show, the Doctor was stranded and on Earth, and he got to work with a group called Unit, which are referenced in the new series a little bit, not as much as they should be actually. But throughout the original series, Unit was an important aspect of the series, and the Unit family actually talks about different actors within the Unit storylines. Yeah, that didn't come right, did it? Next up is Death to the Daleks, which is one that is actually written by Terry Nation, so yay. No, not his best work. There's good audio commentary on here as well. I like the behind the scenes on this one. They're still recording a rare glimpse to the production of the third Doctor story, which was actually pretty cool. Doctor Who story is the Dalek Man talking about the Daleks. On the set of Doctor Who and the Daleks, the 1965 film with Peter Cushing, it's actually pretty cool. Not sure what it's doing on here, but I guess it had to go somewhere. I picked this one up for actually fairly cheap, and because sooner or later I do want to have them all. So that, my friends, is my Pertwee Doctor Who's. There's only 4 of them. I do have a lot more, of course, in the sets and that, but these are my singles. Thanks for watching, and next up it's probably me finishing them off with Davison, Baker, and the one single by Sylvester McCoy, who I really like actually. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, because I keep saying I'm going to get it, but I keep doing other things instead, it is time for tea.